Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with the review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 13, Episode 9, you guys. How y'all doing? Hope you guys had a fantastic Valentine's Day. I had a nice Valentine's Day. It was very understated. Sat in the house and drank all day and got adult-like at night, so it was fun. And then today is President's Day, so hopefully you guys are off and enjoying your day off. I am off today, thank goodness. My job, that new position or that new team that they assigned me on is going to be a doozy. So yeah, I'm glad I was off today so I could get this done. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some creative rearranging of said schedule. It's gonna be interesting. And also, you guys, I got my lashes done and I got them really long and dramatic and full. And so, yeah, I know you guys see me do this all the time. I try to edit it out most of the times. And that's because the lashes on the edges, they catch onto my hair and my hair sticks in there. And so that's why I'm always moving my hair out of my face. And I know it's really going to get on your nerves today since I got these long lashes. So I'm going to make sure that I edit those things out as much as I can, you guys. Anyway, the review. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show opens where it ended last week, which was with the argument between Kenya and Marlo. Marlo, don't leave. Wait, don't walk away.
Oh, no, I'm not walking away. I'm getting some ice. I'm not going nowhere.
Marlo says she ain't backing down from a fight, okay? Portia says that she feels so sorry for Marlo because, I mean, it's evident that Kenya don't give a fuck about her. And I was just like, okay, Portia, y'all know Portia, my girl and everything. But I don't blame Kenya. You never can trust Marlo. It's never genuine. There's always some sort of twist to it. So, even though I would like to think that people can get past shit, it wouldn't be that easy for me too if I was Kenya. I mean, I probably wouldn't be mad at Kenya. I would tolerate Marlo. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at Marlo. I would tolerate her. But yeah, anything else that you ask, and I just couldn't give it to you if I was Kenya. Okay. And so I think that's really kind of how Kenya is. Marlo just tries to continue to, I don't know what Marlo tries to do, but she tries it. Marlo is just like, you continue to come for me. You read me to death. I was like, now, Marlo, you get some pretty good reads in there too. But I mean, maybe Marlo is over it. You never know what to trust with Marlo. Cynthia jumps in on the discussion and just says to Kenya that, maybe you guys can just agree to, nobody expects you to be besties. Nobody expects you guys to be like that. But, maybe we could just get past the always bickering, going back and forth. I mean, I guess that's kind of what they've been doing, except for the slick shots that Marlo might take at Kenya. Because in Kenya's case, I do think that Marlo does start most of it. Kenya does indulge for sure, but yeah, Marlo, she does start it. Now, of course, Portia's over all this. You know what, can we play a game? Yes. Isn't that what we here for? Drink and dance and have fun and play games? Kenya says, oh yeah, I got a perfect game. Everybody go up to their room, put their pajamas on, and then go to bed. Okay, it's 9:32. No, not with a whole house full of alcohol and all these women with shit that ain't got shit else to do. Let's play Never Have I Ever. I played it in jail. It was so much fun. So I guess that's what they're going to play. So now they got to convert Marlo's bedroom back to the living room. Everybody is going to go back to their room, get their pajamas on, come on back down, okay? Everybody except for Kenya. Candy was just like, why is Kenya not down here? They ready to play. Candy walks up to the door of Kenya's bedroom, knocks on it, and Kenya's like, yes, what? And Candy was just like, what are you doing? And Kenya was like, are you up here with the cameras? I didn't come up here with the cameras. They just came along. You're not coming down? No, Kenya's not coming down. Are you serious? Yes, Kenya is serious. You know what? I'm not fixing to play these games. Candy is annoyed with Kenya. And this is when you know that the show politics come into play, and the fact that I think Candy is probably most irritated with the fact that they're supposed to be out there. Kenya's supposed to be the host. And so far, Kenya's been a pretty bad host. And she might not feel like recording, these episodes either. If everybody has agreed that they're going to go on a trip, then that means everybody needs to be down to film. Okay. I'm sure everybody could think of better things that they can do. So I think that's more like what Candy was annoyed about. But, you can't say that. Bitch, I'm on this fucking show just like you. Like, she couldn't say that. So, I mean, on top of the other things that they might be frustrated about, I think that had a lot to do with it too. So when Kenya said she wasn't coming down there and that was it, Candy was annoyed. So when she goes downstairs, child, at Portia, she get everybody all riled up. I said, look at the insurrectionist.
She was like, didn't you? I don't know. Okay, if Kenya, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. She wanted to bring her baby. I would have liked to bring my baby. Didn't you want to bring your baby?
Oh, why did she ask Candy that? Y'all, Candy, the broke up came. Yes, when I call home and I talk to the baby. You know, she cries when I talk to her, and I said, y'all see, y'all done made Candy cry, and Candy has made it a point not to be crying just over trivial little matters like this, but y'all, her cup runneth over today. Of course, Portia had then riled him up, you know. She say that this whole situation with Kenya
is not cool. I don't even feel like playing these games no more because it's just not cool.
And the rest of the girls, I guess, don't feel like playing either. I almost feel like the producers was like, fuck it, we'll give y'all the night off. It's 10:32. And yeah, we just not doing nothing. We closing this night out. Okay, it's a bust. Now, the next day, we see the ladies, you know, they're calling home. Candy checks on her babies. You know, she sees little baby Ace, but Blaze is still asleep. Drew calls Ralph. And child, if that Ralph ain't hurried up and closed the fucking sale on the house and got the movers to come, I was like... I mean, even though I'm not really trying to be around for moving and shit, but it's just another control tactic. It seems like he just does not want Drew to be involved in anything. Like, honestly, I don't like moving. So really, if you get movers to come and pack up my house and take that shit, then have at it. You know, I just have my few things that I know for a fact that I want to make sure I keep track of and I move. But the rest of the shit, y'all could do fine, right? But this whole is just sort of like, you sneaky ass motherfucker, you just waited until I left and then you hurried up and put this shit in 5th gear. So yeah, Ralph, you know, still, he's something else. He told her that he just want her to just relax and let him handle it. Let him be the man. Portia's mind is on the Breonna Taylor case. They are about to give the charges, if there's going to be any charges. And we all remember this day very clearly on the news that day. So that's where her mind is. Cynthia goes out on the beach and she's sitting there and she's calling a #chill, and she tells him, you know, that it's honeymoon vibes there. Without the sex, of course. Hardy har har. She's talking to him, and while she's outside, the girls are all inside, and Candy was just like, everybody come here, come here. Kenya has put me in charge of the bachelorette party, so we are going to have a party the dungeon style. So I have got everybody's costumes. Now, Marlo, now this is costumes. This ain't Chanel, okay? But everybody costumes, and you put your costume on, and you come down. We got Bolo from the dungeon. He's gonna come and strip for us. Now, you guys don't say nothing. Okay. The girls are just like, oh, shoot, what we got? You know, everything looked like it's very flossy and very thin. When I say flossy, I mean like dental flossy. And, but yeah, this is the girls' costumes. You guys make sure you put this shit on. Don't say nothing to Cynthia. This is going to be a whole bunch of fun. After she finishes with the girls, she goes and talks to Kenya, and she's telling her, so we gonna have this bachelorette party tonight, so make sure that you have a babysitter all night long. Well, Candy, I don't have a babysitter all night long. Well, why not? Because I can't make somebody work 24 hours a day. Well, then can you get 2 of them? How can you tell me to get 2 nannies? I don't have 2 nannies, Candy. Everybody doesn't have assistants like you do. See, I feel like you're using that as an excuse. Well, how am I using it as an excuse, Candy? If I don't have it, I don't have it. Like, I'm not like you guys. I don't have to. Candy gets annoyed with Kenya because she feels like if everybody else is able to get qualified nannies to take care of their child, then Kenya ought to be able to do the same as well. Okay, so Candy's patience is running thin for Kenya, and Kenya was like, wait a minute. No, Candy, don't brush me off like that. Like, I'm not trying to have an argument with you. Let's sit down, let's talk. And Kenya was just like, okay, yes, let's sit down, because you have been really annoying on this trip. First you pulled the thing with the private jet, and then you didn't want to tell nobody. And then you are the host, and you have us here, and we hungry, and you come down with a crab cake sandwich, and we didn't have nothing to eat. Kenya was like, well, everybody could have got their own food, but you the host. And nobody even knew what was going on. Now, I didn't care about the private jet, but I would have loved a crab cake sandwich. I bet you would have, Candy. Honey, Candy don't play when it come to food. Shit. Nene said don't fuck with her man, her mama, or her money. I said don't fuck with her meals either. Shit. So that's when Kenya breaks down and tells her how, she just don't feel like she has it all together. That's why she had been telling Candy and Toya that, she needs help because she's just like tired. Everything is a fight with Mark, and Candy was just like, see, I like Mark, but you cannot let him continue to run your life all the way from New York. Well, easier said than done, all right? And Kenya's having a hard time with Mark, and that's why she tells Candy, she's not able to do all of the things that the girls would want her to do. Maybe she has dropped the ball, but she's just trying to hold her life together right now. Candy says, I'm gonna give her a pass for now, even though I am annoyed with Kenya. Everybody else got problems too, and that's probably one of the things that Kenya is forgetting. So after that conversation with Candy, Kenya does go downstairs and she apologizes to the girls. Listen, maybe I have been tripping a little bit. I didn't tell you guys that, I went upstairs because, Brookie was here and I needed to be with her, so I apologize for that. I also apologize for the whole food situation, and you guys not having anything to eat. And one of them was just like, well, what is it that you had? And she was like, honey, a crab cake po' boy, and it was so good. And Portia was just like,
I had come to the conclusion that Kenya is like a Disney evil villain. She's sort of like Maleficent. That bitch is Maleficent.
Kenya is something else, y'all. But all of this, I was just like, it's nothing for everybody to just get completely blown out of, everybody to just be that upset about. So we get past that surprisingly quickly. Okay, so now what we gonna do today? Latoya, she's in charge of the daytime, so she tells them, we're gonna do drunk exercise, okay? Pour up your drinks and then let's go outside and work out. So, everybody gets their drinks together, they got their workout gear on, and they down there and they gonna work out. And it's pretty funny to see them because, I just look at Cynthia, she reminds me so much of me, just so out of shape. When it comes to like exercise and kicking your legs up, putting your, bending over, all of that. I said, I am Cynthia. Cynthia is me. So the girls are down there, they're exercising, and Portia, I guess she didn't exercise. She may have said that a reason why, but I didn't hear. But I think it might be because she's just distracted with the whole Breonna Taylor case. She's been probably talking back and forth with, the people that she had been protesting with. But anyway, so she sits out the exercising and she's sitting over there with Drew. And Drew was just like, I just don't get it. Like yesterday, everybody was crying and mad and fussing and yelling at each other. And then today, everybody is okay. We done got over it and we best friends and everything. And I'm just not here for the fake. I was like, girl, you here for it if you want that check. Because this is what they do on Real Housewives. Girl, you ain't watched all the fucking seasons ahead of time. Okay. Yes, there was a time where people held grudges. And, we can remember them times when Phaedra was there and Kenya and all that shit was going on. And that made for a very dark season or some dark seasons, so everybody had kind of got on the way of thinking like, we don't need to be fighting to the death. Can we just have some lighthearted shade, maybe get a little upset, and then we get over it quickly? That is the formula for this show. You're going to have to get used to it if you want to be on this show, okay? And she's thrown off about it. Portia tells her,
I have just really come to the conclusion that me and Kenya are not friends.
Okay. She said for whatever reason. I said, girl, you know why? Okay. I mean, you guys was at each other's throats at one time. But now Portia has just come, just like I said, got to the point where it ain't even worth all this fighting and doing all of that. You just flick the person off, go on about your business. So yeah, Drew, while she wants to be confronting people, evidently, I was like, girl, you're not gonna last, or you're not gonna be a favorite if you continue to want to fight and battle everybody. I mean, even Kenya has lightened up on that. She used to be you guys remember how Kenya used to be. She used to be way more like she was gonna, like I said, fight to the death. And that shit is tiring, and don't nobody feel like watching that, you know, for 24 weeks or however fucking long Real Housewives be on. You know, we can take it in spurts, but we don't need it all the time. So get with the program, Drew. Did I tell you guys that Drew didn't get exercise with the girls because her foot was messed up? Okay, she didn't exercise with the girls. So that's why she was sitting over there with Portia. But anyway, after the girls finish doing their little workout, they come back over and Portia's like, okay, they're about to give the Breonna Taylor charges. So let's go watch. And this was a serious moment in the show, and I got all choked up and mad all over again because I've told you guys that Breonna Taylor case just really just gets under my skin. And it was the same feeling again, you know, when they gave those charges. Is basically talking about shooting into the neighbors' apartments and still didn't give not one fucking charge towards killing Breonna Taylor. So yeah, the girls are upset, clearly. It's just still a very tender subject. You know, I just still feel so mad about that whole thing. So they're all crying and upset, but you know, Portia says that they're going to continue to fight. They pretty much put a nail in that coffin. I don't know what else can happen there, and that is so unfortunate. That little part of the show definitely put a damper on the night, or a damper on the day for the girls. But they're going to try to make the best of it. So that evening, they are all going to get dressed and go out. You know, Cynthia, remember when LaToya told them what they were doing for the day, Cynthia was like, oh, we going to go somewhere? Yep, we going somewhere. Even in the middle of this pandemic. Shout out to Jim Jones. So they all get dressed up, you know, some more than others. I was like, Drew, what you got on, girl? Somebody needs to... Look. I know you be like, I've got to be on this show, and the girls have a tendency to lean towards the glamorous and all of that, but honey, them clothes, them fashions, girl, they are so raw, girl. What is this? I work little boutique in the mall that sells the church lady fashions, this big ass necklace, and child, that net dress that she had. I said, no. And it was sparkles, and then she had underwear or like a bathing suit underneath. I said, oh, no. Oh, no. And so that almost kind of took my attention from that whole scene. But she's talking to Tanya, and she was like, well, Tanya, I don't know much about you. You know, like, are you married? Are you know, what do you have going on? And Tanya was like, well, I've been with my life partner for a long time. And she was like, life partner? Oh, okay. It's not your husband? Well, when I say it's my husband, people say, well, are you married? Well, if he's not your husband, then you are not married. So, I mean, you can't call him your husband. I mean, you can, but that was the one little thing that they just squeezed in for Tanya, because, you know, they've been making sure that they don't give Tanya too much airtime. Tanya say her and her man ain't getting married. They happy the way that they are. Fine. You know, you don't have to get married. If it works for you that way, it works for you that way. So anyway, the girls all get dressed and we get on the bus, okay? We get to the location. They're sitting outside, and we gonna order our food, I presume. But before we order our food, Drew says that she wants to play a game, okay? A game for the real and a game for the fake. And I was like, girl, I tried to give you a talk earlier. Because she tells the girls exactly what she told Portia, which is she was so thrown off. You know, one minute they fighting and bickering, the next minute they besties and all of that. And she just feels like it's really not a genuine way to be. You know, it's like Kenya. She'll use Kenya for an example. You know, when you left the other night, you know, you went to be with your baby, and Kenya was just like, if you want to know anything about my child, you know, you could just ask me. We could have taken a walk on the beach or something. You know, you don't need to come at me like this. Like, why do I feel like, you know, I feel like I'm being attacked. Drew was like, no, you're not being attacked. She was like, you know, I'm being attacked. You know, don't come for me in my motherhood, basically. She says apparently she's offended the entire group. Okay, because she went to go take care of her child and excuse her for doing something like that. You know, Tanya and I think Portia are over there, and they're trying to figure out, you know, some appetizers for the table. And Kenya was just like, you know, it's very rude that you're down there talking about appetizers, and I'm trying to tell you guys about, you know. So Tanya says, okay, Kenya, I think the thing is that we want to hear you, Kenya. It's just that yesterday you were the host and you abandoned us. Kenya is still trying to plead her case, and she's trying to get them to understand that she doesn't have like what they have and all of this. And then Marlo gets on her phone and she says, oh, see, Marlo, you're on the phone. I'll wait. You know, that's very rude. I'll just wait for you. And Marlo is just like, what? I can't be on my phone. Oh my God.
When she's talking, you have to move.
So Kenya was acting like a brat, if you ask me. And then she was just like, and then Portia, I see you on your phone too. I'll wait for you. And Portia was just like,
Oh, no, you don't have to wait for me. Go on and talk. I can listen.
Portia says she can multitask. Kenya says, no, I'm going to wait for you. And Portia's just like,
Go on and say what you was going to say. Go on and give your sob story about your life.
okay, as if everybody else don't have problems either. Okay, so I will say that Kenya, can't see the forest because of the trees in this situation. She's just so overwhelmed with her own problems. She's just kind of not really taking into consideration how everybody else feels. I think that Kenya finally gives in when she realizes that she has upset the entire table. And when I say the entire table, I say Candy. Because for some reason, Candy is like her moral compass. She listens to Candy even more so than Cynthia because she has like for real genuine respect for Candy. So when she realized, I guess somebody must have told her that Candy was crying when she realized she couldn't, that Blaze wasn't here with her. Kenya was like, if I would have known that you would have been crying, I would have came down then. Okay, so Kenya does finally apologize. Interestingly enough, we kind of get past that. We like, okay, let's get back on the bus. So when they're on the bus, Candy is just like, okay, everybody, when we get back to the house, I want everybody to go put their pajamas on and come on back down. And when I say come on back down, I mean like in 15 minutes, come right back because I got something planned. Y'all know we got Bolo waiting in the backyard in his stripper gear, okay, looking like he in some sort of like tube encased. And it's about to get live, you guys. So finally, after feel like it's been 4 weeks now that they have been in South Carolina, at least when it comes to us seeing it on the show, we finally gonna get to some drama next week, you guys. This has been a fun trip though. So yeah, it's been entertaining enough. All right, you guys, that is it. Let me get on off of here. It is hot. I got my heater on. It's freezing outside, but it's hot in this car. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.